Welcome back. It's Tuesday, which means this one is specifically for the seekers in the room. And if you're a bunker whose partner sent you this, welcome. Listen anyway. Understanding the seeker's experience might be the most important thing you do this week. Seeker, today I want to give you something practical, something you can use in the next conflict before it escalates. But first, I want to make sure you actually understand why you do what you do. Because a strategy without understanding is just another thing to fail at. And you've beaten yourself up enough already. When your partner withdraws, when they go quiet, leave the room, pick up their phone, or shut down, something happens in your body that is not a choice. Your nervous system fires a threat signal. Not a small one, a significant one. Here's why. If you trace the seeker's pattern back far enough, and I've done this with hundreds of clients inside the inner sanctuary method, there's almost always an early experience of love being inconsistent, unpredictable, or conditional. A parent who was warm and then suddenly cold. A caregiver who was present and then suddenly gone. A relationship where love had to be earned. Where if you got quiet and waited, the connection didn't come back on its own. So your nervous system built a rule. If something feels wrong, act immediately. Because waiting means losing. Because silence means the beginning of the end. And that rule has been running in the background of every relationship you've had since. So when your partner goes quiet on a Tuesday night, even if they're just tired, even if it has nothing to do with you, your body doesn't know that. Your body says, this is the silence before the abandonment. And it sends you toward them with everything it has. You're not needy. You're not dramatic. You're operating from a deeply wired survival response that was built to protect you. The problem is, it's not protecting you anymore. It's activating your partner's survival response in the opposite direction. And the loop begins. So, what do you do with all that activation? Because it's real, it's physical. You can feel it in your chest, in your throat, in your hands. The urge to follow them is not just emotional, it's somatic. Your body is moving toward before your mind has even formed a thought. Here's what I want you to try. I call this the self-soothe 60 seconds. And I want you to understand what it's actually doing because it's not just a breathing exercise, it's a nervous system interrupt. When you're activated, you're in a sympathetic state, fight or flight. Your breathing is shallow and fast. Blood is moving to your extremities. Your prefrontal cortex is starting to go offline. The self-soothe protocol is designed to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, specifically in the ventral vagal branch, through deliberate, extended exhale breathing. The exhale is the key. A longer exhale than inhale signals safety to the body. It tells your nervous system, we are not in danger. We do not need to run. And when your nervous system calms down, even slightly, you get your prefrontal cortex back. You get choice back. You get the ability to decide what happens next instead of just reacting to what your body is doing. Here's the protocol. You can do this right now with me or save it for a moment when you need it. Which, if you're a seeker, is the moment your partner walks into the other room. Stop where you are. Don't follow yet. Feel your feet on the floor. Press them down slightly so you feel the contact. This is called grounding, and it tells your body that you have a floor. You have support. You are not falling. Now place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Feel the difference between those two spaces. The chest is where anxiety lives. The belly is where safety lives. We're going to breathe into the belly. In through your nose for a count of 4. Feel your belly expand, not your chest. Hold for 2 counts. And then out through the mouth for a count of 6 or 7. Slow, steady, like you're gently fogging a mirror. Do that 3 times. Let's try it so you can get the feel for it. In through your nose for a count of 4. Feeling that belly. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2. Now, breathe out your mouth for 7. Good. In through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. And exhale. And do it one more time. In through your nose. Watching the belly rise. And exhale. Now, here's the addition I want you to make after those breaths. I want you to say out loud or internally one of these phrases. I can tolerate this moment. Space is not the same as abandonment. I am safe right now, even if I am uncomfortable. This is what we call a somatic affirmation, a statement that meets the body's fear with a regulated nervous system signal. It doesn't fix everything. It doesn't make the conversation happen, but it creates a 60-second window between the activation and the action. And in that window, you have the power. That 60 seconds is everything. That 60 seconds is the difference between chasing your partner to the other room and standing in the kitchen, breathing and choosing differently. I want you to practice this before you need it. Do it right now, actually. Even if you're calm, because the nervous system needs to rehearse the pattern when it's regulated so it can access it when it's not. Think of it like a fire drill. You don't practice escaping a burning building while it's burning. You practice it when it's safe so your body knows what to do automatically. And seeker, I want to say one more thing before I go. The goal here is not to stop needing connection. Connection is a biological need. It's not a flaw. The goal is to build enough internal regulation that you can access a bridge to that connection that isn't just your partner. Because putting all of your nervous system's regulation on one person is an enormous weight for any relationship to carry. You deserve to feel safe inside yourself, not just in their arms. Grab the free Spiral Reset audio in the show notes. It's the extended version of this practice, and it's designed specifically for moments of high activation. Use it. Tomorrow, I've got a tool for the bunker. See you then.